everyone, we from Group 4 will be presenting about syntax. With member of the group, the first, Selviana Rahayu, number ending in 133, and the second, Salmadia Shifa Al-Maliha, number ending in 142, third, Chelsea Alvira, number ending in 147, and the last, Afan Arafi, number ending in 157.
What's the meaning of syntax? Syntax is a branch of linguistics that studies how words are arranged to form sentences. Understanding the definition of syntax helps us understand the main idea of this field, which focuses on how sentence structures are formatted and organized in a language. Sinteks adalah cabang linguistik yang mempelajari bagaimana kata-kata disusun untuk membentuk kalimat. Memahami pengertian sinteks dapat membantu kita memahami ide utama dari bidang ini, yaitu bagaimana struktur kalimat dibentuk dan diatur dalam suatu bahasa.
Deep and surface structure. Introduction to deep and surface structure. The concept of deep structure and surface structure were introduced by Noam Chomsky in his theory of transformational generative grammar. This concept explains how sentences are formed and how meaning is represented in language. Deep structure represents the underlying meaning of a sentence, while surface structure represents the final form that we speak or write. Example idea: different sentences can have the same meaning even though their structure look different. Deep structure. Deep structure is the abstract and underlying level of a sentence that contains its core meaning before grammatical transformation occur. Characteristic of deep structure. First, abstract and universal representation. Second, encodes the basic semantics relationship. Third, generated by pre-structure rules. Fourth, represents the original meaning of a sentence. Surface structure. Surface structure is the final form of a sentence as it appears in speech or writing after transformational rules are applied. Characteristic of surface structure. First, the actual sentence we pronounce or write. Second, product grammatical transformation. Third, show the visible structure of language. Transformational process. In transformational generative grammar, sentences move from deep structure to surface structure through transformational rules. Process deep structure to transformational rules to surface structure. Common transformation include: first, passive transformation. Second, question formation. Third, insertion. Fourth, deletion. Fifth, movement. Example. The first example is deep structure. John loves Mary. Can be surface structure is John loves Mary, or Mary is loved by John. Second example. Deep structure is John is eating an apple. Can be surface structure is John eating an apple? Importance in linguistics. First, help explain how meaning is structured in sentence. Second, help linguists understand grammatical transformation. Third, show why different sentences can share the same meaning. Fourth, contribute to the study of syntax and language acquisition.
Symbols and examples. 1. Key symbols in syntax. In linguistics, we use specific labels to categorize every part of sentence. Think of this as the building blocks of the tree. Phrasal categories, or the branch. Sentence is the root of the entire tree. Noun phrase is a phrase centered around a noun. Example, the tall man. Verb phrase is a phrase centered around a verb. Example, ate the apple. Prepositional phrase is a phrase starting with a preposition. Example, on the table. Lexical categories or the leaves. Noun is names of people, place, or things. Example, dog, sky, Mary. Verb is words that show action or states. Example, run, eat, think. Determiner is words that introduce nouns. Example, the, a, this, my. Adjective is words that describe nouns. Example, blue, fast, tail. Preposition is words that show relationship between elements in a sentence. Example, in, with, by. Number 2. Phrase structure rules or the logic. Before drawing, we follow specific rules. S, right arrow, NP, VP. This means a sentence consists of a noun phrase followed by a verb phrase. Common rules. Noun phrase consists of a determiner plus adjective plus noun. Verb phrase consists of verb plus noun phrase plus prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase consists of preposition plus noun phrase. 3. Example analysis. Let's analyze the sentence. The cat sleeps on the mat. The breakdown. Noun phrase or subject is the cat. Determiner plus noun. VP or predicate, it sleeps on the mat. The verb is sleeps. The prepositional phrase is on the mat.
Phrase structure rules. Phrase structure rules are formalities, guidelines that describe how phrases can be generated and the structure in a language. These rules outline the hierarchical arrangement of words and phrases within sentence, helping to illustrate how different components fit together grammatically. By using these rules, linguists can create synthetic trees that visually represent sentence structure, showing the relationship between elements such as subject, verb, and object. Phrase structure rule that a sentence is generally constructed by a noun phrase then successfully followed by an auxiliary and a verb phrase. Number 1. Noun phrase. Adam as noun, a student as determiner plus nouns, a smart student as determiner plus adjective plus nouns, a student on campus as determiner plus noun plus professional phrase. Formula noun phrase is determiner plus adjective plus noun plus prepositional phrase. Jadi, sebuah noun phrase harus memiliki kata benda noun dan bisa juga memiliki penentu determiner di awal, kata sifat adjektif sebelum kata benda, dan prepositional phrase setelah kata benda. Number 2. Auxiliary. Goes, combination of tense present plus s and es. Worker, combination of tense past plus ed. Is speaking, combination of tense progressive plus be plus ing. Have taken the book, combination of tense perfective plus have plus en. Will come, combination tense modal. Aturan ini menggambarkan bahwa elemen auxiliary itu sendiri sangat kompleks. Number 3. Verb phrase. Formula and the verb phrase is verb plus noun phrase plus prepositional phrase plus adverb. Jadi, verb phrase minimal harus memiliki verb, namun bisa diperluas dengan menambahkan noun phrase, prepositional phrase, atau adverb. For example, wrote as verb, wrote an article as verb plus noun phrase, wrote the article effectively as verb plus noun phrase plus adverb, wrote an article in the library, verb plus noun phrase plus prepositional phrase came into the room angrily as verb plus prepositional phrase plus adverb. Number 4. Prepositional phrase. Formula for prepositional phrase is preposition plus noun phrase. Artinya, sebuah prepositional phrase minimal terdiri dari sebuah preposition dan dapat diikuti oleh noun phrase. For example, A in consists only of preposition. B from a teacher in the classroom, preposition plus noun phrase, yang menunjukkan struktur yang lebih kompleks, yang mana satu prepositional phrase bisa mengandung prepositional phrase lainnya. And the last, number 5, conjoined phrase and conjoined sentence. In construction English phrases or sentence, we frequently combine word, phrases, as well sentence that have the same category using conjunction. Jadi, bagaimana cara kita menggabungkan kata, frasa, atau kalimat yang memiliki kategori yang sama menggunakan kata sambung. The formula is X plus conjunction plus X. Variabel X mewakili kategori yang sama. For example, a book and a pencil sama dengan noun phrase plus conjunction plus noun phrase. Jadi, X conjunction plus X ini bisa mencakup noun phrase plus conjunction plus noun phrase. Bisa juga verb phrase plus conjunction plus verb phrase, atau sentence plus conjunction plus sentence.
Syntax and language teaching. Syntax and language teaching refers to the application of sentence structure knowledge in classroom practice. It focuses on how words are organized into meaningful sentence and how teachers help learners produce grammatically correct expression. Jadi, dalam pengajaran bahasa, sinteks itu membantu siswa dalam memahami bagaimana menyusun kata menjadi kalimat yang benar dan bermakna. Why is syntax important? There are several reasons why syntax is important in language learning. First, understanding language as a system. Syntax shows that language is not random, but it has structure and rules. Jadi, ketika kita belajar sinteks, kita dapat memahami bahwa bahasa memiliki pola tertentu dalam membentuk kalimat. Second, supporting clear communication. Correct sentence structure help learners express their ideas more clearly. Maksudnya, ketika struktur kalimatnya itu sudah benar, maka pesan yang ingin kita sampaikan juga akan lebih mudah difahami. Third, developing creativity. Even with limited grammar rules, students can produce many different sentences. Fourth, improving accuracy. Learning syntax help reduce grammatical errors. Maksudnya, ketika kita belajar sinteks, kita dapat menggunakan bahasa dengan lebih tepat dan percaya diri karena sinteks itu membantu mengurangi dalam kesalahan grammar. What does a teacher do in syntax? Next, we will see what teachers usually do when teaching syntax. First, teaching sentence patterns. For example, subjects plus verb like she runs, subjects plus verb plus object like she reads a book. Jadi, guru dapat membantu siswa dalam memahami pola dasar dalam membuat kalimat. Second, explaining grammatical function. Teachers explains parts of a sentence such as subjects, verb, and objects. For example, the student writes an essay. Subjects is the student, verb is writes, objects is an essay. Sehingga siswa dapat memahami fungsi setiap bagian dalam kalimat. Third, teaching phrase and clause combination. For example, simple sentence, she studies. Complex sentence, she studies because she has an exam. Jadi, siswa juga dapat belajar mengembangkan kalimat dari yang sederhana menjadi kalimat yang lebih kompleks. Fourth, guiding error correction. For example, he go to school should be corrected into he goes to school. Jadi, guru juga membantu siswa mengenali dan memperbaiki kesalahan grammar. The goals of teaching syntax. Finally, we move to the goals of teaching syntax. A. Structural awareness. B. Grammatical accuracy. C. Clear organization of ideas. And the last goal is effective communication.
Alright, conclusion. With an understanding of syntax, we can understand language structure more clearly, including how to distinguish between phrases, independent clauses, and dependent clauses. In addition, syntax helps analyze the function of each part of a sentence so that a sentence can be understood accurately in terms of both its form and meaning. Furthermore, syntax helps people use language in a more structured, clear, and effective way in communication, both in spoken and written form. And finally, thank you for listening. We hope you can understand this material. See you.